What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck OLED gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to try some Shin Megami Tensei Vengeance. Now, I think this game came out a little bit ago. It completely flew under my radar as I've been just getting a bunch of other requests done and whatnot. So this wasn't requested per se, at least not yet. Half the time I say that in a video and then like a couple days later somebody will ask me about the game I just said no one requested about it, so someone might prove me wrong on that one. But so far no one requested it. I just figure it's a new game. It's doing very popular on Steam. It's overwhelmingly positive reviews. So I figured I'd see how it ran on everything. And of course we will start on the Steam Deck as it is the weakest system I have as far as PCs go. That does not mean it can't handle gaming though. It just can't handle AAA titles 90% of the time. Although, let's be honest, half the time it seems like my Asus G50 Advantage is even struggling a little bit in those AAA titles. So, can't expect a Steam Deck to be flawless either. But I feel like this is one of those games where it should be able to hit like at least 40 FPS, I'm hoping. If I could get 60, that'd be great. But it is a new game, and even though it's not like super ultra realistic graphics, sometimes these cel-shaded like anime kind of games still run a little bit hard. Like I remember I just played this little game for somebody called Blue Reflection, and that's kind of cel-shaded and anime-esque, and that thing barely could hit 40, it was like 35 to 40 FPS most of the time on the Steam Deck. And this looks like it has better graphics. But this is also from a big company, so I'm probably gonna do a little better than a small little indie dev that made that other game. Anyway though, let's stop blabbing. Why don't we go ahead, hook this thing up to the capture computer, see what the settings have to offer, and then we'll get ourselves a little gameplay. Alright, here's the settings we're gonna run on the Steam Deck. Basically just 720p with no motion blur. And then, of course, unlimited frame rate, although the Steam Deck kind of just limits frame rate anyway. I could undo that, but I keep forgetting to do that, and I'd rather go for smoothness of trying to lock it to whatever the resolution is. Unless it can't do 90, then sometimes I won't. But anyway, let's get into the game. Alright, here we are at the beginning of the game. So I guess we'll see what kind of frame rate it gets. Oh.
世界に混乱と破滅を導く層を持つこの地で永遠に封じるべき存在
少女を連れて行くことは世界をあるべき未来ではなく未知なる世界へとつなげるであろう
それでもその少女の手を取るのか
Why not? Seems more fun to do that. It's just a game after all.
Arigato.
愚かな汝のその選択が世界の命数を縮めたことを忘れる
願わくば汝が歩むその先で正しき道へ戻ること
Okay. Why not?
Ika, よく聞け。先日配布された端末にまだ登録をしていない者がいるようだ。
Oh, we all get tablets? Fancy.
そろそろ仮アカウントの期間が終了するから今のうちに登録を済ませておけ。
Alright, we'll just skip the name part there. You guys don't need to see me type a name in. That's just wasting your time. Luckily, I can just pause footage while I'm doing the screen capture on this particular thing. It's easy when you're using OBS and using the capture computer. Because then it all stays as the same file. I could do that on the rest of the stuff too, but then it turns it into like 10 different files sometimes. And then stuff can get lost, and then, yeah, that's no fun when you get to the editing process. Alright, so apparently we gotta find somebody to walk home with.
なあ。ああ。
An invisible guy with a knife, that sounds pretty weird. Definitely wouldn't want to encounter that. Although I guess I'd never see it coming.
Nani ka na?
Well, I guess that's what I'll have to do.
Ya, 君は一人か? 今集団下校が推奨されているだろう。よかったら僕らと帰らないか?
Why not? Sounds like something to do.
あ、ゆずるくんたち、こっちこっち。
Alright, moving on. Alright, let's get ourselves a little camera recorded gameplay now.
Miyaza-chan は彼と知り合いなの?
僕と宮津が一緒にいるとき、彼と何度か会ったことがある。
そうなんです、タオ先輩。そっか、いつも一緒にいてくれるお兄ちゃんがいて安心だね。あ、はい。
僕ら家族は二人きりだ。それに兄が妹を守るのは当然だろ。
その通りだね。それじゃあみんなで帰りましょう。
Alright. Okay, west exit.
そういえばタオ先輩、相談したいことって何ですか?
So it looks like it can't hit a quite constant 90 FPS. I was not expecting it to, really. So If you want like constant, like no frame drops, you're probably gonna have to lock it to 60 FPS, but that's not the end of the world, really. A game like this doesn't need to have hundreds of FPS. Would I have liked it to stay at a lock 90? Hell yeah, but it's not necessary in a game like this. So that's just my advice. And then if you want extra battery life, you could just lock it to 40, and then you'd probably absolutely never have like any frame drops besides like the little ones that happen in between going in and out of scenes and whatnot, and out of places. I've noticed it does what a lot of games do, and there's just like a lot of little stutters. But like right now, it seems like we're doing pretty decent. There's a big crowd of people, and there was a lot of cops running, so I imagine somebody got murdered or something. Oh.
Oi!
Yeah, that part sounds about right. I gotta record it. Alright, well, let's see then. Okay, it doesn't look like I can really get any further there, so can I just... Oh. Murder. Ah, so he must be on some special team. He's all like, alright, well, I'm gone. Just a guess, though. Some wild animal. Methinks it's not a wild animal. But whatever creatures are in this particular game. Let's see. Was I supposed to go someplace here? Alright, so it must be somewhere I walk around in here. I don't know why I would go anywhere else. Maybe I'm supposed to go to the other station? But there really doesn't seem to be anything else to do in here. Because I think this is just looking at this more. And I can't pass through. I've talked to everybody that I can see. Huh. Well, seems like just like the Persona games, it takes a little while to get into any battle, so unfortunately no battles, I guess, in this game, but I have a feeling just like Persona, they probably are even better. Battles probably run even better than just running around in the general area, so hopefully we'll get some of that in the next video. But that's about it for this video. So why don't we go ahead and wrap this video on up? Well, alright guys. That's a wrap for Shin Megami Tensei Vengeance, which I'm probably butchering that name, so I do apologize if I get the name wrong. I'm terrible with names. I'll probably have to repeat that like 20 times as I make all the videos for all my various stuff. But anyway, seems to run very well. It can't quite hit a constant 90, but I wasn't really expecting it to. But it does look like it could probably hit a pretty consistent 60. There could be some spots in the game where it might drop under 60, a smidgen here and there, but it seems like it would do a constant 60, because it was almost close to doing 90 most of the time, but I did notice there were some times it was dropping on the 80s and high 70s, and this is probably far from the highest graphical spots. So, and this doesn't have VRR, so you're gonna notice the frame drops more than likely. So, if you're one of the people like me that doesn't like frame drops, I would just lock it to 60. And then, like I was saying in the game, if you want even more battery life, you could even limit it to 40, and then you'd probably get like over 3 hours of battery life versus like, what, 2 hours and 20 minutes if you let it be 60 probably, and probably like 2 hours at 90 or something. Just guesses here, these are all estimations. But anyway, at least it runs really well, no matter what you want to do with it. I got a little worried when there wasn't a lot of settings in there. I was like, oh shit, I hope this isn't one of those games that's gonna be like 30 FPS, and then all I can do is lower the resolution. But nope, that was not worth worrying about. It runs really, really well on the Steam Deck, and looks really good with that OLED screen, even though there is no HDR or anything like that. But that's okay. The game, most of these anime style games are just super colorful as it is and don't really need the HDR. But if they had it, that would actually be a nice extra bit of icing on the cake, as one would say. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys for this particular video. It's time to go move on to the next computer. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.